I was just thinking about that whole sister wives topic because I did watch Sister Wives a couple weeks ago and I commented on what I was observing from the show. And I saw the depression in this one woman who literally, to give her husband what he wanted in the relationship, basically put herself on a sacrificial sword and just basically murdered her own spirit in these episodes. This man is a white man. He was getting a woman from, I think it was not Argentina, where I think maybe Brazil, and he was bringing her into the two of their marriage, right? Very selfishly, I might add. And at first, the wife was like, oh, okay, she wanted to give him what he wanted, right? They have two kids that are teenagers together. And, this is a man who, he's very egotistical. I could see it in the show. But the wife literally, let him divorce her, right, in America, so that he could marry this woman from Brazil and be able to bring her back, legally, supposedly, through not customs, what do you call it? INS. And they went to her, she went to the courts with him, and they divorced. Not that they weren't together, they were still living together, still together. But to make him happy, she gave him the divorce so that he could marry this woman from Brazil. Okay. Once they had their first connection, they weren't truthful with the first wife, and they were having sex in a room when they first met up with this woman, right, from Brazil. The husband and this Brazilian woman. And later, the wife finds out, and she's in tears because she thought that things weren't going to be deceptive and things were going to be on the up and up. And, she was trying to give him what he wanted. Even her parents was like, are you sure this is something you want to follow through with? Are you sure you want to give up this much of yourself to this man? And I can just see in the future it's going to be a disaster. If this man is able to bring this Brazilian woman to the United States and be in the house with him, I mean, when he's around her, he just totally ignores his first wife. He has nothing to do with his first wife, like nothing. Even on the vacation, they went to Mexico. He brought her to Mexico. This Brazilian woman. This is the second time meeting up with her, and while he's with her in the bedroom, and everything, he casts his first wife aside. Like, this is very typical. This is very typical. And uh, I don't know why women put up with this kind of thing. Like, it's not like they will totally annihilate their own spirit to give the man they're with what they want. They would destroy themselves to give him what he wants. It's amazing to me. And this is the thing. If you are a woman who wants to be a part of Sister Wives, right? You like the fact that you have best friends. Like, this is somebody that can be literally your sister, right? This is what the whole point of being called a sister wife. You don't need to have a man to have that kind of relationship. You could have in the same house very close friends or people that are very like-minded like you, who want to share the burdens of finances, who want to, take care of each other's kids. You don't have to have the man to be the link between that type of relationship. You don't. You can be that single sister wife. You don't have to have the man. You can be the type of person that shares the duties in the house. And you don't have to be a lesbian, because these women, a lot of them are not lesbians. They just like to have that friendship. It's very natural for women to commune together like that. It's in the past, throughout all types of different civilizations. Women have always done that. But you don't have to have the man sit up and be the catalyst for you to have that type of relationship with other women. You don't have to do that. I mean, for God's sake, there's women in Africa that literally have a tribe and they cast men out. They only invite the men in every so often, and that's to get pregnant, to have children, and then they have sons. And then when the sons are old enough, they put the sons out to be with the fathers out in a path in a different type of community. But initially, the women are all around each other. They cohabitate. They produce and make things. They farm together. They make baskets and whatever the case may be, clothing, whatever. But they do it together as a society of just women. So I know that a lot of women want that type of thing. They like that type of atmosphere. So in America, for women who want to be in those kind of relationships, like a sister wife, you can just X the man out. He doesn't have to be the catalyst. He just doesn't. You don't need him to be there. If you don't get the respect you're looking for, or you can tell that somebody's doing somebody the way they're doing, like the one woman, I think they were Mormon, to be honest. And it's a white woman, a white man, the one that he went to go find his wife in Brazil or whatever. But she's unhappy. And I just want to say something, because recently I just went through some things, right? And I was gaslit. I was gaslit in the beginning. Women need to know when they're being gaslit, right? And if a man tells you that they have nothing in common with you, or all of a sudden they don't have, just like a drop of a hat, they have nothing in common with you. They don't want an association with you. Believe them. Believe that that's how they really feel. Don't believe the part where you're being gaslit. Don't believe that. But do believe, when they're ending it, that is their true feelings, because it really is. When they tell you they got nothing in common with you, believe it.